Potatoes are the fourth most grown crop in the world. So when the Great Irish Potato Famine took place in the mid-1800s, it not only destroyed the economy, but also claimed nearly 1 million lives. You're probably wondering, what does the Great Irish Potato Famine have to do with Israel? Well, good old-fashioned Israeli intel has helped a high school student in New York map out a potential epidemic of that virus and win one of the biggest science fairs ever. Benji Firster's mathematical model of the spread of the virus, known as late blight, just won him first place and $250,000 at the Regeneron Science Talent Search, and for good reason. The pathogen behind the Great Irish Potato Famine is actually one of the most lethal known to scientists. It's loaded with extra DNA, which can adapt quickly to just about anything scientists throw at it. A problem that this brilliant high schooler decided to attack with numbers.
Well, it's very important because the late blight disease is incredibly damaging. Within just a few days, it can destroy an entire field, and it can mutate very quickly and really get out of hand. And that's why there are no current models to predict it, because it's really so awful to predict because of how quickly it spreads. So it's really important that farmers are stopping the disease in the beginning of its progression before it reaches epidemic levels where it's unstoppable through any methods.
Well, Benji had a little help from Israel. Predicting the spread of the disease required careful understanding of weather patterns and its impact on farming, which changes just about every second, of course. And much of his award-winning data was actually gathered from farmers here in Israel, which also integrated disease data into the mix to help predict the path of deadly spores. Late blight outbreaks are currently rampant throughout American potato and tomato crops and threaten farmlands of every kind in the country. But thanks to some Israeli farmers and one genius teen, maybe this means we can avoid what could become the great American potato-tomato famine of the future.